Hello, my name is Rob Triggs, and I'm the Vice President of Sales for our company CRM Dynamics. Today I'm going to talk to you about the mobility client for Microsoft Dynamics CRM. It's a product that we call Touch Mobile, and you can get more information about Touch Mobile from our website at www.touchmobilesales.com. And at the end of the presentation, I'll give you some information about how to reach out to me directly. So today the focus is going to be on enabling sales resources in the field, leveraging the mobile platform, tablet, smartphones, and for those of you who don't have those, laptops. So we're going to cover why it's important to enable your sales people in the field. We're going to talk a bit about staying productive while they're on the go. I'll show you some features of the Touch Mobile client for tablets and for the smartphones, and then I'll give you a demonstration of the tool itself. So at the end of the session, I'd like you to walk away with these three things. The first one is to understand the challenges that organizations face today and how that drives mobility needs for their salespeople. The second thing is to understand how the Microsoft Dynamics CRM platform, specifically our Touch Mobile application, can help make salespeople more effective. And the third point is to visualize how your company can leverage this powerful platform to enable your remote salespeople. So everyone's talking about mobile. There's very few clients that we see today that it doesn't come up. And one of the reasons we believe that is that most companies have already deployed mobile devices. So it's very few salespeople that don't walk around today with a cell phone. It's either a cell phone that's been issued to them by their company, or maybe the company allows them to buy their own and then they expense it. But in any case, they're typically carrying two devices. They're carrying some kind of a mobile device, like a cell phone, and either a laptop or a tablet. The tablets we see, the tablets are exploding. There's so many clients now that have deployed tablets already that it's very impressive. So now these mobile professionals, they're on the move. Their job is in the field, visiting with clients, doing presentations, having meetings. So their job is to be in front of clients in the field day in and day out. Now, one of the challenges for mobile professionals is they're very short on time because these days they're traveling, they have a lot of windshield time, more windshield time than they probably want, and they are in front of clients probably a lot less than they'd like to be. And the other piece is the effectiveness of those engagements. So just being in front of a client is half the challenge, but getting someone in front of a client with the right information at the right time, that's where you really start to improve sales performance. And this bottom piece here, salespeople need mobile sales tool to help them better understand their customer and focus them on the right tasks and activities while in the field. So staying productive on the go is becoming a lot easier. Like I said, most companies have already deployed the device itself. Now it's about making sure they have the right applications on those devices that's putting the right information in front of them so they're focused on the right activities. And with the Microsoft Dynamics CRM platform, the Touch Mobile tool application that we're presenting today, you can do that from just about any tablet or any smartphone through the browser. Okay. I want to show you a little video for a second that would get us grounded on what we're going to talk about.
Here is Dan. Dan is a sales rep. Dan is a little stressed. He is not meeting his objectives. Now, meet Pam. Pam is exceeding her objectives. Pam is keeping track of her tasks. Pam is effective. What is the difference between Dan and Pam? Pam uses Touch Mobile. Touch Mobile is mobile enabled. Supports all aspects of the sales process. Helps sales reps build a funnel and increase sales. Touch Mobile helps Pam follow up on leads and manage her time while on the road making sales.
So that's a little video that we showcased Dan and Pam, and the real question is, would you like your sales professionals to be more like Dan, or would you like your sales professionals to be more like Pam? And I think we can call that a rhetorical question. I think I know the answer to that. So how does Pam, how does Dan work more like Pam? So let's talk about that for a minute. So some of the features that we're going to showcase in Touch Mobile are all focused on features that are designed to support the key sales processes or the key sales steps that have to happen. Okay, and they can work on, like I said earlier, any device through an internet browser. And the key feature of Touch Mobile is when the salesperson logs in, the first thing they see is a dashboard. And the dashboard really becomes sort of this information hub that really zeroes them in on what's really important right now. And there's these little indicators here are what we call lead indicators to success, and I'll go into more detail when I do the demo on that. The other important feature of Touch Mobile is the screens are configurable. So we have a base configuration of the information that we believe most salespeople would require based on our work. But we can easily configure that so that we can take fields out that you don't believe are required for your salespeople and add other ones that are. Okay. So we can provide a very personalized experience for each company with your mobile professional. So we can set it up so that you can quickly locate any record in CRM using your tablet device. The sales process can be embedded into the tool so that the steps in your sales process are right at your fingertips. And we do that through automating tasks, and I'll go through that in more detail in the demonstration. It's a very simple to use. The screens are well laid out, and there's only the information they really need to see. And it's been designed for touch, so your fingers touch these little fields, and it's very easy to use, okay, and easy to navigate. We work really hard to try to give the salesperson a 360-degree view of what's happening with a customer. So in this little image here, I have Purelator brought up, and it's showing the year-over-year sales for that client. So we actually pull information in from other systems that your company has that gives us a better view of that client. And then what we can do is we can build sales process in based on this information so that the sales rep in the field has a good picture of what's happening with that customer and what they should be doing about it. So this is an example of baking sales process right into the tool. Now, the mapping feature on the right here is a very simple to use mapping tool where the salesperson could just click on the companies they want to go see, and it'll map it for them and show them. But the other thing we can do is we can, through workflow, is we can make it so that the icons are color-coded based on certain business rules. So let's say one of the problems you're facing today is your salespeople aren't covering their territories. They're not covering all their accounts often enough. We can create a metric that's called accounts without activity in 90 days or 180 days, whatever you think the time should be. And then any customer that hasn't been contacted within the last, say, 90 days would show up as a different color on this map. So now as a sales rep, I know that maybe if these three are blue, which means they haven't been contacted in 90 days, and this one down at the bottom here is red, I know I need to go get into those accounts right away because it's been a while since I've been there. Okay. Now, salespeople do that today, but typically they do it through spreadsheets and things like that. This just makes it a whole lot easier and a whole lot easier for managers to keep on track of what's happening. The other piece that we like to talk about is the dashboards. Now, when someone logs into Touch Mobile, the first thing they see are these dashboards. This is a sample of the kind of dashboards they would see. So the first one is a leaderboard. The leaderboard is one of the most powerful tools to motivate salespeople. And the way it works is it would show the actual salesperson's performance compared to other people on their team, to other teams, and even the corporate average. So all of a sudden when they log in, they can see they're either behind their peers or ahead of their peers or right on track, which is extremely motivating. The other thing they can see is they can see the different opportunities that they have and at what stage. Okay, so it's a graphical representation of the opportunity funnel and their forecast funnel for them. And there's a whole bunch of other dashboards that we have that I can show you in the demo. So CRM for cell phones, it's really the same type of application. So we highly recommend to our clients to invest in tablet technology if they're going to deploy touch mobile. And the number one reason for that is the size of the device that the sales rep's going to use. So it's very difficult to navigate on a small screen, like on a phone. It can be done. It's just a much better experience on a tablet. But it works the same way on the smartphone as it does on the tablet through the browser. Okay, so the key takeaways really are this: the way that salespeople work today has changed, and mobility is a major driver of that change. The second point is Microsoft Dynamics CRM, the touch mobile application, helps salespeople engage in a more meaningful way with their customers. And the third point is the benefits of the tablet and phone applications are becoming business priority. It's getting to the point now where just deploying a phone and a laptop is not enough. We really need to think through, are my salespeople doing the right things in the field? And if they're not, how do we make sure that they are? And we work with our clients to put that together for them. So let me jump into a demonstration of touch mobile. So what the salesperson would do is from their tablet, they would pull up their browser and they would log in with their username and password so it's secure, and they would sign in. And the very first screen they would see is the dashboards, and this is a mock-up. So we've got our sales leader dashboard that shows their performance compared to the team and to the corporate. We've got the lead indicators of success, and we've got the sales performance dashboard. Below here, we've done some other information in, so win-loss information, opportunity profile. So there's a lot of information that we can put in here. Now, the key thing to remember is this, is these dashboards should be a visual representation of what matters to the salesperson. So we don't want to have 300 things in here. We want to have maybe 3 to 6. So the leaderboard is key. I highly recommend this one each time. But the second one, which is really unique to Touch Mobile, is this: measuring the lead indicators of what makes a salesperson successful. Now, I've been in sales for a long time, over 20 years, and every successful salesperson I've met is very focused on a high level of activities and a high quality or high value activities. So what we do is we work with our clients to define what the top 3 to 6 high value activities are, and we create this dashboard or this metric. So we can say, as an example, let's say an account objective is the key task that they should be focused on. So what we would do is we work with you to decide how many of these activities or tasks should salespeople be doing. So in this case, it says 260. So each month, what we're saying is each salesperson should do 260 of these account objectives, and then throughout the month, the gauge will change based on where they are trending in the month. So if month to date they're on track, it'll show in the green. If month to date they're behind that number, it'll show red. Okay, so what that tells me as a salesperson, and these are all done in your language, so account objectives may be one, client meetings may be another, so maybe we should be doing 4 calls a day, lead conversions, opportunity activity. So we work with you to figure out what they are for your business and set the right number. And now what happens, the salesperson can see that if they know they need to be doing 4 calls a day to be successful, they can see if they're ahead or behind. And then what the manager gets on their version, they would have a roll-up of all this so they see on their team what's happening. Okay, so that's lead indicators of success. So this is an example of dashboards, and dashboards is the default screen that comes up when you log into Touch Mobile. So the other powerful tool is activities. So a successful salesperson is all about doing the right activities at the right time. So in this activity grid here, this one's showing all appointments that they're having, and we're grabbing that from their Outlook calendar. Any emails that they have to send or they've sent, any appointments, tasks, and so on. So I want to talk about task for a minute, because through workflow we can create an automatic task. So what we've done in this example here is marketing's done an outbound email campaign to generate opportunities. And so in this case, what's happened is a customer's received an email from marketing, and they were interested in that marketing communication, so they've clicked on a link. So because they've clicked on a link, we've set it up so that it automatically creates a task, and it pops up in the owning sales rep task jar, and it's timed. So they have to respond to this quickly. So this is just a basic definition. So this one is outbound email campaign lead. But we work with clients to generate what is the campaign name and what kind of lead handover process should be in place so the sales rep knows exactly what to do to maximize the conversion of these leads. We work with clients not only to set up the systems, but to train them and teach them how to do this. So now we've got a task here. The sales rep performs the function, calls the customer, updates the notes, and closes this either as a new opportunity or as not an opportunity. And then the dashboard would show how many of these you're doing a day and the result. Okay, so really quickly, that's activities. We have the ability to do a quick search for key information, customer name, phone number, city, and postal code. We have a list of all the contacts that are assigned to me as a sales rep, so I can pull up any of these records and I could see their contact information, and these would be all filled in for you. Now, we can change these fields. So let's say you don't want the salutation box. You just find it's just unnecessary. Then we'll just take that out. If you find that you would like other information added for your salesperson, then we would add that in. So the tool they see is the one they need to be successful. So that's contacts. Here's a list of the companies that are in my territory. So if we click on that one we showed earlier in the presentation, Purelator. So here's the Purelator record, and it's got the key information that we need. But it also is pulling year-over-year sales information from our financial system. We work with clients to figure out what are the key pieces of information that our sales reps need while they're in the field, and where does that information exist. And if it's in other systems, we work with your IT people to pull that over. It's quite simple to do, actually. Okay, so that's companies. So if I go back to companies for a minute, and let me show you the mapping. So if I want to know where these companies are, so let me just click on all the ones I want to see. When I click on the mapping function, it'll actually pull that map up and plot the points on the map. So now I can see, oh, here's 4 accounts that are very close together, and here's one that's far apart. So I'm probably going to go to these 4, but I might go to this one first because red means that their contract's about to expire, so I better get in there. Okay. So again, we can build business rules into the color coding of these icons. So red ones can be accounts that are about to expire, blue ones could be accounts that we haven't visited for 90 days, or whatever we believe is critical to your sales process. Okay, so that's the mapping. Opportunities, so the lifeblood of all us salespeople. So opportunities has a list of all of our opportunities here. We can update the opportunity right from my touchpad. Okay, I have a list of all the activities that have happened for this opportunity. So I have that all there for me. And then we also have things like cases, users, webmail, and about. So we can take any of these off that's not applicable to your company or add others that are. Cases sometimes comes up because if you have customer service or customer support as a key element of managing an account, it's important for salespeople to know the most recent events that are taking place. So they can quickly go into cases and they can see what's happening with their clients. We've even worked with one client where if a customer had three customer service issues or incidents in 1 month, there'd be a flag would pop up for the account manager to reach out proactively and make sure they're okay. All right, so a lot of things we can do. Now, you got to remember, this is on my tablet. I'm in the field and I have all this information. It's so simple to see. It's laid out very, very well. It's just the information they need, and it works super fast. You can see how I'm just pulling this information up, and I don't have any fancy internet connection. Okay, so it's extremely fast and it's very affordable. So this is the Microsoft Dynamics CRM Touch mobile application. Sits on your tablet, sits on your iPhone, sits on your laptop, and you access it through an internet browser. It's very inexpensive per user, and if you'd like more information on this application and how it might fit into your company's environment, please give us a call. So if you'd like more information about our company, you can go to our company website, which is crmdynamics.ca. If you're interested in the Touch Mobile product itself, touchmobilesales.com is the website where you can see more information on that. If you'd like to reach out to me directly, Rob Triggs, I'm at, if you're a Twitter person, you can reach me on Twitter at Rob Triggs. Or if you'd like to email me, you could reach me at rob.triggs@crmdynamics.ca. crm.ca. Okay? I hope you found this presentation and brief demonstration helpful. And again, if you have any questions or if you'd like to learn how we might be able to help your company even beyond CRM, please don't hesitate to reach out to us. Thank you very much.